Hi, my name is Sasha Tsutserov. I'm a minister in Moscow, Russia. Um, have been since 1990, so over 30 years now. I actually live in Moscow. I'm the president of the Moscow Seminary. I run it. I have 9 on staff and 22 professors on the faculty. Well, first of all, Russia alone is 150 million people. It's a country of 11 time zones. It's just huge. You're dealing with a territory of 6,000 miles this way and 3,000 miles that way, uh, which alone makes it very hard to travel and very hard to study too, because of the distances people need to go to. There are probably about a dozen of good seminaries throughout the land of Russia. But the Moscow Seminary is different in the sense that we are probably the only multi-denominational seminary around. The other 11 would be strictly denominational. I mean, you have to be a Baptist to go to a Baptist school, and you have to be a Pentecostal to go to Pentecostal school. Well, first of all, churches trust us with sending us their potential leaders because churches know we're not going to steal the flock, the sheep. I mean, you sent us a Baptist, you can have your Baptist back, and he's still a Baptist. And so it's the case with Pentecost and the Methodist and whatever you send. Um, um, and then also, while in school, they clash over certain theological issues, of course, but then by the end of the term of studies, they come to conclusion that they can still partner. Instead of fighting each other over some minute or not some minute theological issues, they much rather partner with each other. And we think it's a good example to the body of Christ in action. Uh, Students do pay about 10% of the actual cost, and the rest, 90%, they can't really afford. And so we go to the United States of America and we raise funds. And we explain that it's a good idea to invest into a seminary because as goes the seminary, so goes the church. I mean, you're going to have these students in the pulpit 5 years down the road. And you better make sure that they're well trained for that. And on the top of that, I mean, if you send somebody to a seminary in the States to study, you're looking at $30,000 to $40,000 a year. Now, compared to that, $1,200 that I need to train a student in Russia is what, 30 times better deal. But the problem that I have with the idea of sending somebody to the States to study is that, guess what? They don't come back.
They don't.
I mean, try sending 10 to the States to a seminary to study. You'll be lucky if one comes back. So your investment gets lost. And so I'd much rather have them trained for 30 times less and 10 times more secure. It is by far better idea to train a local minister than to send a missionary because these guys, they already know the language. It's their mother's tongue. They're fluent. And they know the local culture and they're already there and they will be there even if the Iron Curtain comes back. And so we believe that it is a great idea to invest in um, students, local minister who just needs some training. Well, right now, of course, the greatest concern is the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, and everybody seems to be involved. Now, we're apolitical, we just do the gospel and the kingdom, and we train ministers for the whole of Mother Russia and the Ukraine. And we make no difference, and we preach the peace of Christ. But this whole thing needs to come to an end because it's just not right. Well, I do want to thank the congregation of Vancouver Evangelical Church for its continuous support, and for all of your prayers that go into ministry in Russia. You, by supporting the Moscow Seminary, are just as much missionary as I am. And I just am very thankful to you for plunging right in and partnering with us in the gospel in Russia. Thank you.